Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Udoka Ezepwe. Today I will be teaching you more of HTML. The tags we have in HTML, we are going to be practicalizing them now. Make sure that you have on your WAMP server or your XAMPP. If you've not on your XAMPP or your WAMP server, please do it. See my own. If I have not on my own, I will click on it. Some of you will have your own on the desktop. Double click on it. Check under this computer tray, you will see yours running. Mine is running, it's showing green here. If yours is not there, that means yours is not running. And if yours is not running, you can access your project. So last time we created a project called first head. Let's check if it is still active and running. Please, anything I'm doing, do it as well in your own computer. Press enter. This is what we did the last time. So open your NetBeans or your Visual Studio Code, whichever IDE you are using. Open it and go back to this index page, which is this index page. This is where we are. So today I'm going to be showing us other HTML tags that we have. HTML tags enable us to do what? Create a markup or user interface for a website. So there is a tag called div. This div tag help us to section or partition our other HTML tags. That means divs holds other HTML tags. It is like a container that section other HTML tags. So I'm going to create a div. I have created this one. If you look, it is red. Why it's red is because I just created an open div. I have not closed it. Like I told you, any tag you open, as long as you want something to be inside it, or that tag is the tag that accept information in the middle of it, you must close it. So because I want this center and the h1 which holds this welcome message, because I want them to be inside this div, I'm going to be closing the div at the bottom of here. So you see it's yellow now. So that is a div we just created. There's another tag, but note, if you should go to browser and refresh, div will not show you anything. It's just a tag for us to partition our code. So I can create another tag. There's another tag called hr. hr is a tag which we normally use to do what? To draw a line in a web page. hr. You see that hr has the front slash at the end of the tag name. Why the front slash comes here in front is because this is not accepting anything in the middle of it. We just want to draw a line. So if you go to your browser and refresh, you see we have drawn a line. So we can create another div. Inside the div, we can create a normal tag. There is a tag called span. Span is a tag that hold normal information. I can say this is a tag, span tag. So this is just to display information. It doesn't have a specific or special something it is doing. So all this tag is just for us to do what? Write our informations or our datas. It's just like you coming here just saying hello. You understand? If you refresh your browser, it will still show you hello. But because we are coding and the computer wants us to be doing what? Using tags to be writing all this. We have to follow the trend. We have to make sure everything enters into what? Tag. It's not good to write it outside the tag. So make sure you write your information or your data inside the tag. Pick any tag that is more conversant with you or the one you like using. There are thousands of tags out there for HTML, but you must not use all of them. Just few that you know that you like using. Just keep using them. Me, I mostly use span to display my information. Use div to partition them. Use hash1 to display the information either in a bold or in a lighter bold. For example, this hash1 comes in different weight. For example, let me create a div that will hold hash1 data. If I should write hash1, which I told you guys in the previous video, that is, it means heading 1, and say this is hash1 if see how big it is. You can do copy and paste if you don't want to be rewriting it. I just copy this code and I'm going to paste it. How do you copy? When you highlight, you press Ctrl C, press enter key to go down under the position where you want the code to be, then press Ctrl V to paste it. So this one I will change it to H2. This heading starts from H1, keep going, you can get to H7. The more you go, the more the number of the H increases. That is how the text become more smaller. So H3, H3, if you refresh, you see, keep going smaller. So we are done with this tag. I always use my HR to draw a line demarcation. Don't worry that the code is not looking beautiful like a standard website. If I start coding this to be a standard website, you will not understand what we are doing. So we have to take it basically, little by little. We will get there. So all this rough, the way it looks roughly now, that is what makes you a programmer. That is what will teach you the real thing. You understand? In some IT firm, they will bring out already made web page and start reading it for you. You know, but I won't teach you like that. So whatever you see me doing, if I'm going too fast, pause the video, do whatever I've done, so that you'll be following up. Keep writing it by yourself. The more you write it, the more it enters into your head. So I'm going to create another div. Inside this div, I'm going to use another tag. There's another tag called B. I'm going to open it. Inside it, I will say this is a bold tag. B means bold, so it will display a text in a bold form. So you see this B here. If I use span now, span is just normal font. It won't be bold like this. So I'm going to still use my HR to go to draw a line. So there's another tag that is called italic. Italic. Italic is a tag that slants our text. and give it in another font style. I'm going to display it twice. This is italic 1, this is italic 2. So let's see how it looks. This is italic 1, this is italic 2. So there will be, when you meet this kind of situation where your two tags or your two information are displaying in a straight line, and you want the second tag to carry his or her information to go down, what will you do? You come, let's assume I want this one, is displaying, this one is displaying in the straight line with the italic 1. I want the italic 2 to go down. So you come in between them and use a tag called BR, means break. Refresh, you see it has gone down. So you can keep adding break to be given a space. So use break line to give a space to shift things downward. You see it has gone down. So this is how you do what? You create an italic. So there is another tag called strong. This is a strong tag. So this strong is the same as bold, which is B tag. This strong tag is the same as this. If you look, they display the text in the same font weight. So they are bold. Two of them are the same. That's why I told you you must not use all the whole tags in the whole that exists in the HTML. Use the ones that are more relevant to you. So that is it. There's another tag called paragraph. Paragraph starts with P. It makes use of P tag. This is a paragraph. See how to write it, P. Then here is the closing. Here is the starting of the tag. Then the information you want it to display. Then there is the closing of the P. But funny enough, even if you test this, the paragraph will not even indicate that it is a paragraph. Funny HTML. You see, it's still the same. I know that you might be expecting for the thing to display from the, at least let it give some spaces or margin at the edge, but all looks the same. That's why I told you you can be using one that is good for you. For example, me, I like using span. If you like, you can be using P whenever you want to display or to write information which you want to be displayed on the screen. So these are the tags we have a lot of them you can make use of. There is a tag called section. Section is a tag that you can use as div. If you don't want to use div, you can use section. Partition. There's another tag called header. So a lot of them. It's just you using them to make your design. They don't have any much impact to do. It's you knowing what you want to achieve. You understand? Putting two or three together, putting two or three tags together just to make your design. All of them hold information. You understand? So that is it. So we are going to be stopping here. So go through the code, write it the way it's looking here, test it in your browser, make sure it is exactly like my own here. I would like all of us to go on the same pace. Don't be too fast. If you have already known HTML, don't worry. I'm doing it for those that don't know about it or those that want to learn HTML. I know most of you here, my students, have known HTML. We are waiting for the back end. Don't worry, we'll get there. Let's carry everybody along. So this is HTML tags. So be mindful of the closing and the opening of it. You can easily check it by tapping or clicking on any of it. The NetBeans will help you and use yellow background to indicate the opening and closing of a tag. So anytime you didn't see a yellow background in a tag that is holding information in the middle of it, know that there is an error somewhere. And also be mindful of this. If you make any changes or adjustments, always look at your page name. Like for example, this index.php here. See how thick the black color is, which means that this page is not saved. So when you see it like that, if you come to the browser and refresh, the changes or the new code you entered will not reflect on the browser. So always do what? Come to the file and save. The quicker way to save is using Ctrl S. You save. If you want to run the page from here, you right click in the middle of this page and click run file. It will run. But why we don't want to be running it all the time is anytime you make a run from here or you run the page from here, you see that you keep duplicating your pages or you keep duplicating your page on the browser, and that is not good. That can slow your system or your browser down. So the best thing to do or the best way to go about it is anytime you make changes in your code, use Ctrl S, then maximize your browser, refresh it. If you want to code again, see the minus sign in the browser here. Means minimize. Minimize hides the browser so that you can do another thing or you do another thing. So you minimize it. After writing your code, go down here. You see your browser. Tap on it. It will open. You will reload. So this is how you should be doing it. So in the next class, I will be teaching us how to create a link in order to navigate to other pages, and also in a way to display an image in a browser. So see you guys in the next video. Thank you, and remember,